Okay, what's up everybody? Today we are going to complete our setting the Strimer plus V2 to our GPU, and that's gonna basically complete the wiring setup on this. Okay, so let's get started. So first things first, we're going to shut the PC down. So let's log off the PC, shut down, make sure everything is shut down perfectly. Very good. Next thing we're going to do is unplug it from the back. Okay. And again, I'm going to hit the power button to make sure everything is drained out. Okay. Next thing is to remove this front screen and the back. And then we're going to unbox the Strimer. Okay, so we removed the front cover off. All right. This is the wire that we're going to be tapping into. So remember, the plug is an extension to this. So we're going to disconnect this from the GPU and then connect the Strimer to the GPU wire back to the GPU. Okay, and then we're going to snake it down. I'm trying to see if I'm going to snake it under or on top. I'm going to try to see what I'm going to do exactly. And then in the back, I took out the back portion too. I took out the screws here and here to open up the flap so we could get to the wiring. That's the wiring where I did last time. And we're going to connect the Strimer to its hub here. Okay, so this is the existing hub from the other Strimer that I installed. You can look at my other videos and you can see how I installed that. So this should be a quick setup. And then while I have it open, I'm probably going to just blow the air out, dust it out a little bit. Other than that, it's going to be a simple process. So, and also I took off the hard drive case from here just to access this area. Okay, should be a simple setup, so it'll be quick. All right, so let's get to it. So we're gonna unbox the Strimer plus V2. So this was for a 16 pin, okay, GPU rated at 600 watts. Okay, so let's open this bad boy up. Alright, so what does it come with? Okay, so it comes with the Strimer, okay, and this is just an extension of what we're going to install. Okay, make sure this fits before I disconnect anything. I don't want to keep playing around with the GPU. Okay, it comes with a plug to plug in directly to the motherboard if you don't have the hub like I do, and a hub comes with the CPU Strimer. If you order CPU Strimer, if you don't have the CPU Strimer, you're not gonna have the hub. So you could plug this Strimer into this wire right here, and then this into the motherboard to control it. If you don't have the hub, but we have the hub, so we're not using this. Also, if you notice the black right here, you can remove that and put the white part if you want an all white setup. But we're not going to do that because we have a black and white setup, so we're trying to keep it the same thing, same color scheme. Then the next thing, we're trying to figure out if we're going to want the cable to run down or we could go run up. That's another thing I'm trying to figure out. So, but I want to do it in a way so I don't plug it in and keep moving it around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to keep messing around with the plug. I'll just plug it in and forget it. All right. So then that's it. That's all that comes with the box. So you have the Strimer, an extra plug to plug into the motherboard, and the color if you want to change from black to white. Okay. So get rid of this box. Put my screwdriver here. All right. And the next thing I'm going to do is disconnect the GPU. Okay. And only from here, from directly the harness through the GPU, disconnect it from there. That's it. Leave it connected to the block on the other side, because like I said, it's an extension, so it's going to go between those two. It's going to go from the GPU to this plug, and then this plug will snake it back into the PC. All right, so let's get started by disconnecting the GPU first. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to bring the camera close by here. So, see the Strimer. This is gonna plug in the harness that connected to the GPU directly into there. Okay, see that? So that's where we disconnected the GPU. We disconnected this from the GPU. Okay, and we're gonna connect it to the harness here. And this end, we're gonna connect it back to the GPU. Okay. Now I decided we're gonna run it down ways because I didn't want to bend it too much, but maybe in the future I'm gonna change it around. But for now, that's what we're gonna aim for. Okay, and so let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna connect this right to this one. Just make sure you click it in. Make sure it's nice and clicked in. Okay, you want to plug it in flush as possible. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we gotta snake this back into the PC. Okay, so we're gonna pull this from the back. Okay, let me just find out where it's going exactly. There we go. So I'm gonna pull this from the PC. So we're gonna take all the slack out, and then we're gonna worry about cable management later on. Try not to move the PC too much, because the GPU too much, because I don't want to keep messing with it. Okay, this was tough. Besides, it was very nerve-wracking plugging this into the GPU because it did not want to clip in. I mean, I guess with this model GPU, the Gigabyte one with the port that comes out on the back, makes it very hard. It doesn't have that much room to fit the plug in because the plug is a little wider. I got it in, but very nerve-wracking trying to put all that pressure on there. So I try to really be gentle and hold and trying to opposite the pressure on the other side. So I got it where I want it. And if you notice, I snaked it up so you can still see the lights, and then curved it down so you can see the lights curving down. Okay, because the Strimer only lights up from the top, not from the bottom. Okay, or you can switch it around. So a lot of twisting. I got it to where I like it. Okay, looks good. I gotta twist it back around, and that's all done. It's plugged in. I made sure the plug-in is good. I put the GPU plug in, that was good, and that's it. So now I'm going to plug it from the back to the hub, and then basically just turn it on. But let me tell you, it was nerve-wracking. It was bothering the hell out of me plugging that in. I was taking my time. I did not even put a lot of pressure. I just a little bit jiggling at a time until it clicked in. So a lot of patience, guys, if you're going to do this. You don't want to force this to enough that you're going to snap that plug in there. All right, let's go on the other side and plug this bad boy in and put it back together and see how it looks. Okay, so sorry about that zoom. If you look here, this is where the excess of that wire comes in over here, and this is the wire for the what do you call it, for the Strimer, and that's gonna plug it into the hub right here. So I'm gonna plug that all in, and then I'm gonna show you guys how it looks. Okay, so basically this is the final setup. Okay, we hooked up the original Strimer to the Lian hub, and then we hooked up the GPU Strimer. We ran it behind these harnesses here, through here into the hub here, and make sure you hit the switch to go down. If you're using the other hub, you switch it up. There's two different types of Strimers we can use. We're using it with the one below, so you put the switch to the one below. So the hub is installed. Everything is reran. I had to move this out of the way. I had to push this down. I'm gonna put everything back together, and then we're gonna turn it on to see how it works. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was extremely nerve-wracking putting it on. I hate putting pressure on things, but it looks good. We ran it this way, that looks good, everything looks good. I'm gonna dust it out a little bit, and then I'm gonna turn it on. All right, sorry about that, the flashlight being in the eyes. Again, with the flashlight. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put everything back together, and we're gonna turn it on and see how it works. And that's it. I really don't want to touch this thing anymore. I'll let you know. Okay, hold on. All right, the moment of truth. We're gonna turn it on. Hopefully, it's not gonna give us any problems. So I didn't put the front cover in yet because I want to see if everything's working, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, and looks like everything is working. Okay, GPU is running good, and basically that's the setup. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay, there you go. All right, so the final outcome, let's take a. All right, that's a setup, and there it is.
Oh yeah.
What do you think, guys? Looks good. Very nice. I love these Strimer lights. It's got the little Joker theme going on. Love that. Green and purple. Looks good. So that's basically it. So my honest opinion, very scary to plug this thing in the GPU. Like I said, these GPUs are very delicate. I'm terrified of them. I mean, they're very expensive. So be very careful when you install it. Any advice? Inch your way through until it clips in. Don't push really hard. Try to counterweight the opposite side so you don't put all pressure on one side. And then after you plug that in, you could start routing it through. And when you're routing it, try to flex the wires before to get it more flexible. So they're a little stiff. Other than that, that's it. The other side is all about cable management, and it looks good. All right, if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. The first Strimer was very easy to do. The GPU, like I said, it was more nerve-wracking. Scared the hell out of me. Other than that, it's all good. All right. If I run into any problems with gameplay, I'll let you guys know. All right. Other than that, it's worth it. Putting it together. Like I said, it was nerve-wracking for me, but the outcome comes out really nice. Okay. Anyway, good luck if you do get it. All right. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more updates or upgrades that I'm going to do to the PC. All right. Thank you for watching, guys.